About 6:30, let's get started, please. Did everybody know that the HOA is turning 50 this year? 50 years ago, according to our articles of incorporation, 50 years ago. I'm not going to do the math. Anyway, if you haven't signed in, please do. We have coffee and water in the back. In your packet that you picked up, we have a meeting protocol that we're trying out. I thought we were going to have a survey, but I guess we don't. Oh, we do? Perfect. It slipped by me. Good. And we are filming this. My smiling face. Okay, we've called this is a special meeting. We're calling it to order at 6:30. First off, I'm going to do some introductions. On my right is the volunteer board members. Meg Stiegel at the end. Treasurer. Kevin Houck, the guy playing with the camera, is Parks. Mark Butler, Common Grounds, which entails all the property we own with the exception of the lakes and the parks. Sandy Duvall is the vice president and takes care of aesthetics. Kyle Wall, he takes care of community relations. Geneva Messick is public relations, which is generally just communications and things like that. Excuse me, you're right. And the secretary, almost forgot that. I'm Gary Darcy, I take care of the lakes. Missing tonight is Steve Hatch. He's got car trouble somewhere. He takes care of technology and kind of does the office oversight. Those were the volunteers. These are not the volunteers. Here we have, you met Claire when you came in. Claire Brown, she's the new office manager. Jeez. Marcia Sullivan is our accountant. Greg Cromwell is our association attorney. Good evening. Okay, first off, like I said, this is a special meeting, this is the first time we've done this in the HOA, and Mr. Cromwell has a few words to talk about this special meeting.
Good evening. Usually at these meetings when I attend, I give a really brief overview of how things work. When special meetings are called, there's only one purpose stated. And under law, that is the only thing that can be discussed at the meeting, because that's the official purpose of the meeting. The reason I say that is if you folks have other questions or other issues you'd like the board to consider, they can't be done at this meeting. So I just urge you afterwards to email or write the board at their office so they can address other things if you wish. This meeting tonight is only about the budget for you to ask questions, get information on the budget, and then hold a ratification vote in terms of handling on this thing. My understanding is that, well, let me explain too, because in Washington, like most states, when it comes to budget ratification, which is an odd phrase, because it doesn't say budget approval. Because for what, well, I know the reason, the statutes in our state under the Home Association Act say that. When it comes to a budget, the board comes up with a budget they want to propose. So they sit down, they look at all their invoices and their finances and the costs that occurred during the last year or so, and they look forward a little bit, and then they come up with a budget with line items in terms of what they want to propose to you. In proposing that budget, after you ask questions and get information, what will happen is the president, or whoever, Gary, emceeing the meeting, will not ask everybody, raise your hand to approve the budget. What he'll do is he'll say, all of you who wish to reject the budget, raise your hand. And under the statute, it literally requires a majority of all owners in the community to reject the budget. The statute was drawn up that way because the legislature knew that, unfortunately, associations usually have a difficult time getting large numbers of people to attend meetings. And so if it required a majority vote of everyone to approve a budget, budgets would never get approved. So they use this negative ratification system. That's what's in our state. That's in a lot of states, and that's how it works. So here we go, and I understand that Gary then will talk a little bit further and open the floor to questions, things like that. And like I said, it really needs to only be about the budget information questions this meeting. Thank you.